So here we are again with the 2026 Honda Civic Sport Touring Hybrid, top of the line vehicle. We're going to take you on a test drive today. I'm going to give you my thoughts of how it drives, how it feels, and hopefully you'll be as excited about it as I am. Come on along. So we're going to crank this up and go for a test drive. So foot on the brake. When I press the power button, everything comes to life. The engine just started. Quite often, depending on temperature and whether the car has been driven in the last little while, the engine won't start and you can be running on EV power for a certain amount of time. But right now, again, because it's very hot, very muggy, and we get the AC on, the engine did start. Yeah, so with the Civic, you may be able to see it from the camera back there, fully digital dash. You have a 9-inch center screen that has the Google Assistant when you're in the Civic Sport Touring Hybrid, top of the line one. And this has everything that we can possibly put in a Honda Civic. You've got a Bose sound system with a center point. A lot of times you can be driving stoplight to stoplight in a hybrid without the engine running. That contributes to the fact that this car will give you an average of around 5 liters per 100 kilometer in fuel economy, and that is fantastic. It's the best fuel economy of any Honda that we sell in North America. So let's give her a go, and I'll give you a little commentary on our drive. When you're at parking lot speeds, you kind of glide around. And right now I'm in EV mode. I can see it on the dash here. So what they do is at extremely low speeds, they have a bit of a soundtrack. You can hear these vehicles, and when the vehicle's in reverse, you can hear it, but significantly louder. And that's to protect pedestrians, cyclists, things like that. A lot of people have their face buried in their phones these days when they're walking around. And so this way, it's not completely silent if you're backing up in a parking lot. Now, as I just hit the accelerator, the engine did kick in. I'm going on a little bit of an incline. And in the Civic and then all the Honda hybrids, the system works like this. The engine primarily works as a generator to send power to the battery pack, which actually powers the wheels. Under heavy loads, real steep inclines, when you're really putting the hammer down, you sometimes are using both the gas engine and the electric motor together. This vehicle has 200 horsepower, has 232 pounds-feet of torque. So that is, it's the same system that's in the Accord and the CR-V. Very, very slightly lower power input. It's output, excuse me. It's 232 pounds-feet versus 247, but it's still the best performing of those three vehicles, primarily because it's the smallest and lightest car. I mentioned in an earlier video, 6.2 seconds 0 to 60, which is really quick these days. You have the instant torque when you drive a hybrid. You don't need to wind it out. You don't need to go high RPMs and really feel like you're pounding the car to get it to go, because even driven very gingerly, it just has more juice. People that have had older Civics, a 10-year-old Civic that had the 2-liter non-turbo, they get in this vehicle and they cannot believe it. They says, this thing really feels like a little rocket, and it does. And I'm not saying that everybody has to drive the car like Rip Tear Jack the Bear type of thing to enjoy the car, but if you're in a situation you just got to get around an obstacle really quick, you just tap the accelerator, and this thing has, you know, really instant acceleration. It's a super fun car to drive. You could drive this, you could drive the Accord, you could drive the CR-V. You can tell that they have the same powertrain, but when you put that powertrain in a lighter, smaller vehicle, it just performs the best out of all the three. Now, I'm at a stoplight, and this vehicle has an idle stop function. So basically, I'm on EV now, I'm not idling, and if I put the brake hold button on like I just did, I can take my foot off the brake. This is a kind of a long light here at Franklin in Cambridge, and I can just relax. The brakes are on, the brake lights are on. I don't have to hold the brakes on because of the brake hold does it for me. When you engage that in a hybrid Honda, you engage it once, it's on for life, unless you disengage it. So just relaxing, because all I need to do whenever this light goes green is just tap the, people call it the gas, but you know, it's not always gas in this car, is it? So tap the accelerator, and then the brakes will automatically disengage. I just find it a really relaxing feature. If you're in stop and go traffic, you could be on the 401, you could be just going 10 feet at a time through, you know, construction, and instead of having to stand on the brake for, you know, constantly, every time you move a couple of feet, you put the brake on firmly, you take your foot off the brake, you can just kind of relax, and here we go. So the first few feet just across the intersection are in EV mode, so you don't have any abrupt re-engagement of the engine. There are vehicles out there with idle stop features, and some customers complain. Many manufacturers, including Honda, have idle stop on a lot of our cars, and we get some customers that feel that it's a little abrupt because the engine will turn off when you're at a red light, and then when you hit the gas pedal, because it's not a hybrid, the engine, the starter has to crank again, and so it's a little gruff and rough, maybe not the smoothest engagement in the world. A lot of people actually choose to turn that one off. With our vehicles, our hybrid vehicles, excuse me, because it's an EV mode for those first few feet across the intersection, it's very smooth and you barely hear the engine re-engage. So I'm coasting along here at 70 kilometers an hour, and now this vehicle is brand new as a demo. It's registering 6.3 liters per 100, but in your hands it would be closer to 5, 4.8, 5.2, something along those lines. And you also can get by with it's very cheap fill up, because the Civic hybrids have a 40-liter gas tank. I know that sounds puny, but when you got a vehicle that gets fantastic fuel economy like this does, 40 liters is still going to give you something in the vicinity of 650 kilometers worth of range. So again, you're not dealing with having to, get gas very often, but your fill-ups are significantly less. Like at the price of gas these days, it's down about $1.50 or so. You might be able to fill this thing up for 55 bucks. So definitely your fuel economy is one of the most important features of any Civic hybrid, any Honda hybrid, and this is the champ among all the Hondas, again with that approximately 5 liters per 100 fuel economy. So we're just approaching one of the infamous roundabouts that Cambridge is full of, although I love them because it does design to keep traffic flowing. You notice when you are cornering in this vehicle, it does have a much lower center of gravity than any SUV does. So I'm cornering around here. I'm going to give it a little bit of gas, and the thing is just flat. It handles, it feels just like a little go-kart, like you're on rails. So very crisp handling, and it scoots, it darts. It's a fun car to drive. If you don't love big vehicles, you feel that they're a little bulky or unwieldy, this is going to feel like it wraps right around you, but yet it's super spacious. Like 4 full-size adults fit in this car comfortably. Great visibility, all the safety features you could ever want, including the blind spot information system on both sides, the collision mitigation braking. It's got a lane centering technology that if you happen to wander over a solid line accidentally, the vehicle will give you a little bit of a wiggle in the steering wheel, and it'll steer you back into the center of your lane to keep you safe. And then of course the adaptive cruise is great because again, this is such a good car on fuel. A lot of people would use it as their primary commuter car. So when you have the cruise engaged in this vehicle, the adaptive cruise control will adapt to the speed of who you're following. So if you have it set at 110 and then the flow of traffic slows down, you don't have to do anything. The car will slow down on its own. It'll match the speed of the car you're following. It'll keep you a safe distance away from them. And then if they either move over or speed up, you'll re-engage the speed you were previously at without doing a darn thing. It's amazing. So I'm at another red light with the brake hold feature on. Engine is not running. I'm not using any fuel at all. Air conditioning still blowing cold, and it's marvelous. We definitely suggest that you like and subscribe to our channel, because we're always throwing new stuff up, new product knowledge, new road tests. Once a week we have new content going out there. And I guarantee that if you have not driven a Civic in several years, if you get in this vehicle, it really has the feel of a small luxury car, a small European luxury car, and I won't name any names, but it's about a $40,000 vehicle. And I don't know how you can compare anything else in that price point for a vehicle that gives you the premium feel that this does. You got great performance, you've got amazing fuel economy. Since it's a Honda, you're not going to have ridiculously priced maintenance or needing premium fuel at all. Just 87 octane is all you need, and it's still going to give you, again, the fuel economy and the performance are the two biggest things that make people buy Civic hybrids. And if you drove one for yourself, you'd be doing yourself a favor. Okay, so that takes care of the test drive of the 2026 Honda Civic Sport Touring Hybrid. Come try one of these. You're going to be blown away. The performance is there. It's just such a fun little car to drive. And these days, availability is great. We've got some nice promotional interest rates, the lowest they've been in several years. So they're getting more affordable, thankfully. And thanks for watching today. I'm Mark Stables from Cambridge Center Honda. Hope to see you soon.